How you doing? This is the guy from Pittsburgh. And I've been looking at some news, the paranormal and the weird. So I thought I would talk about it. Some of this stuff is recent, some of it isn't, but it's still stuff I found interesting. Well, there's a story yesterday that there's a swarm of earthquakes happening in Kansas, Kentucky, Oklahoma, Texas, and California. Low magnitude quakes, to be sure, 2.3 to 4.7. Around Azle, Texas, 14 and 15 times in 30 days. Canary Islands, 99 earthquakes. And in some cases, it looks like the earth itself appears to be warning us of something huge coming. Could this be what Ed Dames was talking about? Things going to happen in 2014. You look at a seismic hazard map, count the whole coast of California all the way up to Oregon, around Seattle, around Alaska, bottom part of Alaska, and a big swath from Las Vegas to Pahrump to way up into Nevada along the highway there. And the New Madrid Fault, that's all in bright red, danger zone. Oh yeah, and what looks like part of Hawaii too. So, seismic hazard map. And we'll see what happens with these quakes. And there's a video on YouTube about a guy who claims to have caught an alien walking across the driveway at a Burger King. So go check that out. I don't know, it looks fake to me, but there's an alien in a Burger King. China lands a rover on the moon, being the third country to land a spacecraft to the moon, at least as far as I know. The old Soviet Union, us, and China. China is already talking about building a moon base on the moon. They want to mine helium-3, but the difference between these photos and NASA's photos is that China's not doctoring anything. You can see clear pictures of things that look anomalous. Things look very strange, and stuff on the moon that actually looks like it's covered in snow, and it's instead of the gray pictures we saw of the moon on the Apollo missions and Gemini. We're seeing, I think it was Gemini, a long time. Richard C. Hoagland would know. He wants me to take baking soda for my sinus infection, and says it's going to kill the flu too. It might kill me, but I'm willing to give it a shot. Hi, Richard. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to everybody. So there's a video by Secure Team 10 on YouTube. China lands rover on the moon, anomalous structures. Go check it out. And let's see, another story here. There's a woman in San Diego named Jennifer Whisper. She claims she's channeling new songs from George Gershwin and has got a new character called Buddha Mouse from Walt Disney. Says Disney appeared to her with a brand new cartoon character named Buddha Mouse, the great grand uncle of Mickey Mouse. And the Buddha Mouse preaches the truth of reincarnation. She started out ghostwriting songs from the grave in the early 70s when Gershwin appeared to her personally. I heard a knock on the door, and then I heard a voice say, "Jenny, it's me, George Gershwin." She was surprised the composer of Rhapsody in Blue chose her or her sister Madeline, who says Jennifer says was a better musician. They wouldn't let me sing growing up. Everyone said I threw them off key. She conveyed this information to Gershwin's ghost, but he said her talents for telepathy would make up for her lack of musical knowledge. The very next day he sent her a song, "Love Is All There Is." Further songs by Gershwin and others soon followed, more than 100 so far. I feel a vibration coming to me, and from the vibration I know who the individual personality is. If it's Judy Garland, Johnny Mercer, George Gershwin, I feel that. When I'm receiving a song, I'm on cloud 9. Then I finish it and they come back and polish it, and it's even better. The celebrities tend to be all business when working and rarely offer any revelations about their life other than that there is no death. Marilyn Monroe told me she adopted John Benet Ramsey after her death. How do you adopt a spirit? That's very curious. She sings the songs in a cassette recorder. Someone get her a proper player, please. And then relies on a piano player to translate it into sheet music form so she can perform the numbers with others at various shows in San Diego. There's reason to be skeptical. The scientific and religious communities in general still say there's no evidence of life after death, and yet Jesus came back after death, so I've never gotten that one. She thinks Disney Studio may have offered her $500 for Buddha Mouse once. Well, I'm a little puzzled. If I had a character named Buddha Mouse, I'd know that someone offered me $500, wouldn't you? And her claims that her songs written by famous people present legal issues. A lawyer, Joy Butler, says she'd have a hard time convincing a court. Of course, knowing the recording industry, if she puts these on YouTube, they'll probably flag it as being too close to real stuff, as it says in the article. But it's hard to tell. She thinks she's going to have a reunion of these people. She's 83 when she dies. Let's see. What else is going on? A stray cat earlier in the year named Lurleen in Cleveland was placed with a little pit bull puppy that had been taken from a yard, flea-ridden. Its mother was chained. The owner eventually got prosecuted. Well, the mama cat Lurleen had 4 kittens. She adopted the baby, loved it. The baby puppy interacted with the kittens and loved them, interacted with the mama, and eventually was found in foster home, which means mama, being a mama cat, they can care about other species too, because being a mother means everything, whether you're a person or an animal. It's a very sweet little story. The late Forrest J. Ackerman. Well, here was a man who didn't believe in God, didn't believe in the paranormal, didn't believe in life after death, excuse me, but his friends are saying that apparently Forey is speaking to them from the dead. It was first noticed when there was a blot of ink on a blank paper in his friend's house, filmmaker Paul David's. And there was a list of business meetings. The ink in the paper was completely dry as he left the room. When he returned, he discovered a black ink blot that somehow covered a group of words. Spoke to Joe Amodei. And as reported in the Huffington Post, he had no idea why these words were blanked out. And then in my research, Forey's style was full of puns. He blacked out words so completely. He's found 15 examples where Forey found a name within a name or a word within a word as being a hidden word to make a pun or point out of it. Forey loved puns. So he thinks that Forrest J. Ackerman is communicating with him, and they have a life after death project on Sci-Fi, and he knew Forey for 40 years, and they think that Forrest J. Ackerman is trying to send word to the living from beyond the grave. Who knows? If anybody could do it, it was Uncle Forey. And finally, there's a guy named S.S. Singh, not a name of a steamship, that's his name. He's a professional scatomancer, the name given to people who predict the future by analyzing fecal matter, or poop, as Art Bell would say. Hi, Art. Merry Christmas. It's a lost art. You'd be surprised how accurate it actually is, said Singh, explained in the new film Journey to Planet Sanity, a documentary debuting December 6th in theaters and on iTunes. It concerns proclaimed skeptic Blake Freeman, who was traveling around the country with his friend Leroy Tessina, who spent his life savings on trying to protect himself from aliens and paranormal ghosts by buying gimmicks and trusting psychics. Well, if Leroy wants to send you a few bucks, I'll protect him in here, because with all the crap in here, no alien will get in here because he'll kill himself like I'm doing with my glasses. He'll trip and break his neck if he has a neck. So send me a few bucks, Leroy, and come on over here and help me clean up the debris field in the living room. You'll still be safe. You can go hide in my bedroom. That ain't done yet. And excuse me, Freeman enlisted Singh's poop reading services. The first step is to have Tessina leave a stool sample in the toilet. When you're done, please don't flush. Then he went in and brought out the poop in a nice bowl. Is there a special poop bowl? You get that from like, what's that, Pier 1 Imports or one of them places? Maybe IKEA sells a special poop bowl. To get in the spirit of the solemn occasion, Singh burned sage and waved his hands over the bowl with Tessina's poop and residual toilet water. That was called 4711 toilet water. Now they got real toilet water. Then he spoke. So you're in a transition now. The nugget suggests you support a friend or family member in a project. The log, shaped like a cigar, suggests leadership, strength, length, longevity. What happened next shocked Freeman, who was having a hard time keeping a straight face. I know exactly how he feels. You have to get into it, Singh says. The stronger the aroma, the more accurate the prediction. You hear that, John Hogue? You've been doing it wrong all these years. Freeman's response to this prediction must be spot on. Well, it's something. I don't know about spot, but after looking, feeling, and smelling the poop, Singh declared that Tessina should accompany Freeman on the journey. Freeman was happy they're reading, but not convinced. I told him I hadn't even touched his duty. So I'm quoting that from the Huffington Post. There is one last thing. There's someone missing. He's not only missing from Sirius XM, he's missing from the airwaves. And now, thanks to the haters and flamers, he's missing from Belgab. It's Christmas. Yet we have no Christmas message from our glorious King, Simsalabim, in Pahrump, Nevada. Where is our leader? Where is Art Bell? Where is the man that we started the Free Art Bell campaign? He is sorely missed. We long for his guidance and his wisdom and his pronouncements, for his desert habitat, his citadel of knowledge in Pahrump. Art Bell, speak to your people. We thirst for your knowledge, as the hungry Israelites thirsted in the desert for the manna from heaven and for water. I hope you had a great Christmas, Art, you and your wife and your child. Richard C. Hoagland, Ed Dames and his endless stream of Ukrainian wives, George Noory, while he searches for the perfect angel, while not realizing it may be sitting on top of his tree as we speak. And bell gabbers, be they mean or nice, Santa will know the difference and will leave the mean ones a gift in their stocking, and it won't be cold. So have a great day and a great Christmas, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.